On the Tina Ramley Show and podcast, we have our special featured guest, Robin Clark. She is the CEO of Why Not Believe. She is bringing about change and making a difference within our community. Robin provides leadership, direction, and vision to organizations. Make sure to tune in this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. EST. It's time to come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsey Show. Welcome to the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, a show to motivate you and introduce you to celebrities, authors, singers, coaches, and standout entrepreneurs that are making a positive impact in the world. Men and women coming together to share knowledge, having upbuilding conversations centered around business, wellness, education, and life. We connect you with some amazing people and opportunities. It's your time to shine, and we help you do that. We love sharing your stories of success and spotlighting you, the entrepreneur. We love to laugh. We love to smile. We love to celebrate you, and we love having fun. So go grab a seat, get a snack, and don't forget your beverage. It's time for you to come share, shine, and grow. Yes, it's time for the Tina Ramsey Show. Let's get started with your host, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I know we kind of throwing you off because it's a Tuesday, not a Thursday. So you know when we come in on a day, an exclusive day like Tuesday, we have someone special, someone epic in the studio that you need to know. Who is that? That is the amazing Robin Clark. As mentioned before, she is the CEO of Why Not Believe. She is in the community doing some amazing things right here in South Carolina. Robin provides leadership, direction, visions to organizations, and she is dedicated to helping to build a strong community through her knowledge from being in diverse situations and bringing a lot of love. I met her in person and have experienced being at one of her amazing functions, and she leaves a lasting impression not only on what she do for the community, but also what she does to your heart after you meet her. So without further ado, let's bring on the amazing, the phenomenal woman, yes, Robin Clark. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Oh, child, I'm just so happy to see everything and how much growth since the first time that I met you many years ago. Yes. And seeing that you're still going, you and I both, and just watching you still continuously making a positive impact in the world. So it's really my honor to have you here to showcase an amazing woman such as yourself. So let's talk about Why Not Believe. Why did you decide to not only start this movement, but it's very specific. You use the letter Y instead of W-H-Y. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I decided to use the Y versus the, Y-H-Y is because of the fact that I felt that it would be more captivating, that it will really get your attention and ask yourself why. Like you're asking why. So why use why? Why? So that you will know that it is not just what do you say? I would say, so it will really get your attention and make you want to ask the question. And so that's why I use why.
Well, I tell you what, that's exactly what it made me do. And when I first met you, actually, my husband introduced me to you at an event. I was actually speaking at an event on stage. And some kind of way, because he worked the room just like me. I'm on the stage, he worked the room. He's like, you need to meet this woman. And there was a lot of people around me, and you was like,
yes, it was a conference.
Yeah. Yes. And I was like, I see why you want me to meet her. Like, she's amazing. And so you definitely hit it on target because it makes you ask why. And it also make you I just love where you say, why not believe? Because many of us have problems with just the simple thing of believing in ourselves. We lose that. So I love what you do. So with Why Not Believe, what do you provide or what will people gain from coming to your events? Because I was speaking at an event on stage and met you, but then I also experienced going to your event myself. I know what they get, but what would they be actually able to gain from being at your events?
Well, you would get a variety of different people throughout the community and surrounding areas that are knowledgeable, that have tried and proven professionals who have really navigated the waters of their professions and the insight of their field of expertise. And not only that, you would get the camaraderie of meeting new people, creating new relationships. You would get entertainment, you would get good food, and you would get wonderful vendors, as you were one at one particular time. And I mean, it's just a wide variety of things that you would get. It's almost like a day away from home, gaining knowledge, gaining new friends, eating good food. So it's like a social event, but yet it's an educational event as well. And these are things that you can take back home to your family, to your church, to your community, back on your jobs. Wherever you go, I always try to make sure that it leaves a lasting impression on you to share with others.
I agree with you 100% because when I went, it was unlike any event that I have ever experienced. I mean, when I walked in your event that particular year, I mean, I was semi dressed up, but I was like, man, this is like a wedding reception. I mean, you pull all the stops. I mean, the decoration, the ambiance, the speakers, the caliber of speakers, the ones in the community. And what I really like in particular is that you are a South Carolinian, and this is happening in South Carolina, in
Yeah.
Columbia. And many people sometimes be up under the impression that we don't be doing nothing over here. No, we have some amazing people doing some amazing things. And what made you, because when I think about it, this is your ninth,
Yes.
not first, second, or third, your ninth annual Why Not Believe event. What keeps you continuously bringing this event back every single year? Because I know it's not always easy. So what is your drive to keep bringing this back to us every single year?
Honestly, I can say that prayer, and I see God and ask Him, what do the people need in this season? In this season, and like this current event that's coming up, with the theme "It's time to get your house in order." I see a need, and where there's a need, I try to meet that need. And I try to gather those people who are experts in their fields to bring forth the knowledge so that people won't have to perish anymore for the lack of knowledge. Um, and not only that, like during this past couple of years during the pandemic, I've listened to people talk about how the hardships of losing a loved one, how unfortunately in some situations they didn't have home insurance, health insurance. They didn't have life insurance. They didn't do wills. They didn't know about probate and all the things that probate does. And so it was just a gamut of different things that I was just listening to other people, and I just really saw the need. So I said, what can I do to make this happen so that people won't have to continue to go through this? And then that's when it's time to get your house in order. And so all these people, all these speakers, all these wonderful people like Judge McCullen, the probate judge, with what's the name? Kendra Dove, who is the tax assessors, deputy tax assessors. And I mean, she doesn't just speak on taxes. She has a wealth of information, that tells you about the different taxes and how it affects you and your home and your family and even your community even. I mean, I was just amazed hearing her previously. And then you're talking about Sheriff Lott, who, he's not only just talking about, being a law enforcer, but also telling you how to secure your home, help secure your communities, all these things that help you get your house in order. And then you have people who deal with life insurance. I mean, a lot of people think like, well, I can't afford this. Well, they'll show you all the different ways that you can. I mean, although everybody wants that abundant life and live life to its fullness, and we all do want that, but unfortunately, there comes a time where death is the inevitable. And so we want to make sure that you have options. And so therefore we have Mr. Brian Myers, who's coming forth to let you know that you can do pre-arrangements. You don't have to wait till that day comes. You can do preparatory. I call it preparatory. So this event is basically preparatory. It is preparing you for the here and the hereafter.
I absolutely love it, because many times as people in general don't want to think about it, but all too often what the last couple years have taught us is that we have to address this, and the earlier that we address this, the better it leaves our family in a better situation. And just having, like you said, without the proper knowledge, people can perish. I mean, so having this correct knowledge, putting all these thought leaders, putting all these individuals in the same building at the same time, sharing all this knowledge, it's like little beacons of light that once the individuals come, they can take this knowledge out in the community, and it changed the generational curses that usually happen from a lack of knowledge. So I love what you're doing. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take a commercial break, but we're going to come right back with Robin Clark, the CEO of Why Not Believe, and let you know how you can get your own tickets, when the day is, and where can you go to see all of this, because you definitely need to get your house in order. We'll be right back with Robin Clark after this commercial.
CTR Media Network is a new standard of podcasting and media that live streams 30 plus podcasters. We reach 350 million global listeners worldwide in over 50 countries across all major podcasting and social media platforms, and have featured over 1,000 guests. If you would like to be a part of CTR Media Network, go to ctrmedianetwork.com. Welcome to the Homeschooling Magazine, a magazine that embraces and celebrates the entire homeschooling experience. Our magazine is different from all the rest because we provide beneficial information and assistance in homeschooling, business, wellness, mental health, resources, and life. We encourage you to pick up a copy of our magazine today by going to issues.com for digital and printed form on amazon.com. The Homeschooling Magazine is all about impacting the world through home-based learning, helping to de-stress the homeschooling experience. Get your copy today.
And just like that, we are back. And I come along with a friend. Who is that, you might ask? The amazing Robert Clark from Why Not Believe. All right, before the commercial break, we were speaking about those little beacons of light. And basically, it's in reference to the knowledge. And you saw that there was a need. Every year you sit back and you pray and say, okay, God, what do you want me to do now? I mean, this is the 9th year. Do you want me to stop? Do you want me to go? And he let you know, one more year, we got to keep on going. And so you saw it, and then you make action. And I love the thing, get your house in order, because Lord knows we need to do that. Yeah. So with everything that you do, because you're such an amazing person, a philanthropist, a community leader. But I want to know something. We're gonna change just a little bit. Like, what are some of the most important lessons that you learned in your life? Because I know with all your wealth of who you meet, what have you learned?
Honestly, I can say what I've learned through just as many years of living is to don't give up. It is easy to want to throw in the towel. And I also have learned not to listen to naysayers, negativity, to block it, to shut it down, again, why not believe that you can achieve any goals that you set your mind to, and that sometimes you will have to go it alone. Sometimes you may not have those people who will partner with you to go on that journey of life with you. But if God put it in you, he'll see you through it. And so with that being said, those are the lessons that I've learned. It's just to pray, seek God, not give up, trust in the abilities, because God has given each and every one of us a gift and a talent. It just needs to be cultivated, but we have to continue to press forward. And sometimes that's not easy. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's been easy, because I've had my challenges, and I have wanted to throw in the towel quite a few times, but I keep pressing forward. And the rewarding part of it is the fact that to learn where people have taken so much education and knowledge away. And when I see them, they can tell me, oh, I went to your event and I learned this, that, and the other, or I met such and such, So to me, that makes it that much rewarding. It's just about people gaining friends, gaining knowledge, and just being a more thriving community, learning who labors among them, because a lot of people don't know who their leaders in the community, and they don't know, like you said earlier, about people such as yourself. And like you say, there are good things that comes out of South Carolina. It's all negative. It's good things and good people, and and creating that web of networking of people and sharing knowledge.
I totally agree with you. There are some good things that come out of South Carolina other than grades, tea, and food. Now, get it straight now. When you go to Robin's event, she has the buffet spread. I mean, you are simply treated like royalty. I have never and I have spoken on over 100 plus stages, international and within the United States. And let me tell you, I have yet to be to any event that in South Carolina that pretty much roll out the red carpet. It's an experience just going in the room. Like when you walk in, the whole atmosphere just shift to positivity. If you was feeling way down, you having a bad day, all of a sudden that frown turned into a smile, because you see all these smiling faces. And then you see, what I love was that you bring in different leaders like the police, and you get to meet them and speak with them and be like, okay, these are my concerns. How can you help us with this? And then they're ready to listen. Normally it's a separation. And so I love how you bring all these leaders, all these experts together in one spot. But I want to make sure I let everybody know in the room, thanks to Facebook, you can now support CTR Media Network podcasters by buying or purchasing some stars. If you are absolutely loving this broadcast, and not only the Tina Ramsey Show, but other 30 plus podcasters, just simply click the link on this video and select the amount of stars you would like to purchase to support our positive, impactful media and broadcasting. So thank you, Facebook, for allowing us to do that. All right, so let's get back to Robin. Robin, when you think about your life, because you have done so many things, in my opinion, in a short period of time, and you have helped so many people, you have made such a positive impact, but I know how I know you and how you changed my life from that moment that I first met you. But how would you like people to remember you?
Well, honestly, just to know that I made a positive impact on your life, that you left with feeling good about yourself, feeling good about what you do, and knowing that you are a phenomenal woman, or just an awesome gentleman, or just a person, just to know that you are valued. And I definitely, everyone that walks in the door of my event, I want them to know that they're valued. I appreciate them. You didn't just to come to another conference, but to come to an experience, And so I want everyone, when I'm gone, to just remember that Robin really tried to make a positive impact and to leave a legacy of people just uniting to make a better community, which that spreads to a better world.
That is true. I mean, you never need to underestimate the power of one, meaning you can help that one person, and that one person can trickle into 100. That
Yes.
100 can trickle into 1,000. That 1,000 can
Yes.
become a million. And then you're looking at a mighty nation after that. So, I mean, you made a lasting impression on me all those years ago. And so it was just an honor when I saw, like, oh my goodness, I get to finally showcase some South Carolinians that's really doing it, keeping it going, and showing that it's more to South Carolina than our Southern hospitality. We also provide knowledge, community, resources to make your life easier. And we always talking about legacy. This is actually giving you those foundational pieces so that your family, whether you're here or not, will continue to thrive and not just survive.
Yes.
So, Rob, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying that, people such as yourself also help make this possible for people as myself. Had you not started the podcast and you started doing the things that you do, this would not be possible for me to share not just my events, but just to share, to let people know that you have people out there really trying to do great things in their community, and I could go on and on about that, but the time will not permit. And so, but yes, I mean, because there are some people like right now that I do feeding the homeless on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, and I look forward to that. But the people who that I work with, does great work in the community. I mean, great work. Every day, this man does great community outreach work. And so that's what this is all about. Why Not Believe is truly a community outreach event, trying to bring people together to truly thrive, not just for themselves, but for the betterment of their families, their communities, their churches, their jobs, etc., etc.
So all of you who trying to figure out, you're like, okay, we've been talking about this. Now I want to know how I can get tickets, okay? Because they still have some tickets available. So if you are in South Carolina or any surrounding areas, and you don't even have to be in surrounding areas, you like to drive, then drive on down to South Carolina, because I want you to be able to participate. It is an experience that you will never, ever forget. This is the ninth annual Why Not Believe, and we want you to start to believe in yourself, to know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. You can find this on Eventbrite. So when you go to Eventbrite, you will see it's happening this month, October the 22nd at 2 p.m. All of those twos, I love twos. October the 22nd, 2022 at 2 p.m. at Spring Valley Country Club, 300 Spring Valley Road in Columbia, South Carolina. That is 29223. That is 29223, because Columbia is a very extensive place. So you need to make sure you have your right zip code. And that is October the 22nd at 2 p.m. So make sure to go get your tickets today, because every ticket that you purchase from Why Not Believe, it actually pours back into our community. And not just here, but anything that Why Not Believe actually stands behind and do. It actually helps facilitate more of these type of community outreach and programs for not only you, but other families to enjoy. Look forward to every year. All right. So, Robin, tell me, like, I remember the event that I went to. It opened my eyes when I went to your Why Not Believe event a couple of years ago, and it was talking about domestic violence. That was the theme of it. And it was showing overcomers, and not just that, but it was one particular guy that came on and told his story, and it shook me, because many times when we think about domestic violence, we think about women, we think about girls, we don't think about boys or men. And he spoke about his story. That actually opened up other situations and other connections from meeting him, going to another event, and it just did a polarized positivity effect. So that's why I'm telling people, You never know who you're going to meet. You never know whose story going to help change your life and have a different perspective. And you never know what's going to come about from that event. So many great relationships and things was formed from me coming to your amazing event. And I was able to share about female wellness and mental health. So thank you so much for just allowing me to participate that particular year. But I know you have like 8 previous events. So was there any other touching moments? That was my touching moment from one of your events. Were there any touching moments from your previous events that was lasting, that stayed into your mind?
Yes. Matter of fact, my very first event, it was a young lady that was prior service. And she came to my event. Matter of fact, she called me prior to the event, and she told me that she was coming and she was going to bring other people with her. And I thought that was great. You know, the more the merrier. But when she ended up being like a speaker, and she started sharing her story, she started sharing her journey. And in her journey, she was sharing how she, from being in the military to getting out of the military to going to college, to become a dentist, and then becoming a dentist. Now she's a phenomenal dentist, her own practice. Now she's an entrepreneur as well as she's a philanthropist. She has all these different business, and I mean, she has just bloomed. But what really sticks out in my mind is she told me that what helped her to make it through when she was still in the military and through college and becoming a dentist was the fact that I would always encourage her and tell her how much she can do this, and, you know, that I prayed with her, et cetera, et cetera. And she said, even when I was in the military, even when I was in school, even when I became a dentist, you were there. And I said all that to say this is that you never know how positive words, positive action, a hug, a prayer, just a smile, anything can be an encouragement and an everlasting impact on someone's life. And that's why Not Believe was born, because the word of God says to be encouragers of one another right now where you are. And so you don't have to wait till tomorrow. You don't have to think about yesterday, but right now, the person that you are, Tina Ramsey, has such positivity in her, and she has encouraged so many and helped so many people to believe in themselves and thrive. And so again, you also a part of Why Not Believe. And so that was an everlasting impact on me, just to hear those things that I did that I didn't think anything about. You know, I just cared about the person, but you just don't know how that makes an everlasting impact. So whatever you do, you can have an everlasting impact on someone's life. And that's whether you do the Tina Ramsey show, you do Why Not Believe events, whatever it is that you do, you have a gift and you have to be a blessing to someone in this life each day.
Listen, don't make me cry. No, you know you can do that. Don't make me cry. Can I don't cry cute?
She did. I mean, when this young lady spoke, she had some people tearing up, some people crying, even myself, because I didn't even know. I didn't even know that, you know, that's what I did for her. And even with doing these events, and I just really encourage people to come out to this 9th annual, not for my sake, but for the sake of yourself, your family, and your community, really. And the people are there, they're giving up their Saturdays to bless you with all this knowledge. And like I say, to learn and meet new people, and also the vendors that you would have there, great vendors, and great food and music, soft music. So you have a variety of things that's happening, and it's all for you.
You guys, I give it my 5-star approval recommendation. If you want to be inspired, you want to learn, you want to be in a positive environment, you want to be a part of the community and be in a place where people want you to win, then the Why Not Believe, anything that they're doing with the Why Not Believe banner around it is definitely a place for you. If you're not in South Carolina, it doesn't matter. If you have a car, you can put some gas in and drive on down. I promise you, this is something that you will not forget. It will stay in your mind for the rest of your life because it will change you for the rest of your life. I mean, going to that event really helped open my eyes to different perspectives and different things that was going on in the community that I wasn't even aware of. I didn't even realize how much of a voice I had within my own community until I went to the event and was listening. I'm like, I really can, I have a say.
Mm-hmm.
And so go to the event. And even if you just don't know, go scared. I guarantee somebody or something is going to happen that it was for you. The event again is the 9th annual empowerment of people. It's time for you to get your house in order. It's taking place October the 22nd at 2 p.m. at Spring Valley Country Club. And that address is 300 Spring Valley Road in Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. You can purchase your tickets on Eventbrite, but you can also contact Lisa Carter at 1-703-822-3177. Again, that number is 1-703-822-3177. And that is Lisa Carter. Make sure to get in contact with it. Someone said, where is the event? I see, I already answered for you. So,
also for the first 10 people, because I believe in this so passionate and I want people to gain this knowledge. For the first 10 people, the tickets are $65, but for the first 10 people who either go on to contact Lisa Carter, you will get your tickets for $59.
Oh, wow, you guys. So go ahead and hurry on over. Either call Lisa Carter.
Lisa.
Or you can go to Eventbrite, but call her, get the tickets. I mean, literally, it changed my life in a positive way. And like Robin said, positive words, positive affirmations. I'm a scripture girl, so scriptures, all of that. You just never know what you say can help change the trajectory of somebody's mindset, which also, in essence, change their life. Because remember, we get knowledge in our head, but then once it trickles down to our heart is the seed of motivation. And once we get it there, it can move us to action. So it can take one person to believe in you. And it changed your whole life. Like that girl that Robin said those words to. And she took that with her all over her life and just blossomed in so many different ways.
Yes,
so the next time when you talk to somebody, think about that. Your words can either help heal or hurt.
Yes.
Remember that. So Robin, she said, are you accepting any sponsors?
Yes. We encourage all sponsors. And you can contact the same person, Miss Lisa Carter, at the number that was given. She will give you all the information you need. And yes, we love sponsors. It helps us to do what we do. Because I'm pretty sure you know, in this climate, inflation. So yes, thank you. We definitely encourage and love to have sponsors.
All right, you guys. You want to donate, you want to become a sponsor, you want to get tickets, call Lisa Carter at 1-703-822-3177. Again, for the people on the radio, that is 1-703-822-3177. Why Not Believe is accepting donations, sponsorships, and you can currently purchase some tickets for this event while tickets and supplies last. So make sure to help and support, because this is how they do what they do. This is in celebration to you. I want to just celebrate you right now, Robin, because the 9th annual is a great accomplishment. And I want you to sit still and I want you to take it in, because people who are being impactful, that's doing this whole lot of things in the community, you go from one year to the next doing, but you don't take it in. Take it in, because you're indeed, my dear, making a positive impact in the world. And we appreciate you. We love you. And thank you for taking time out of your busy life to pour it back into us in the community, because you're a mom too. Yes. So thank you for what you do. And thank you to your family for letting you do. You know, they actually support you doing what you do.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I do appreciate it. And, you know, for those who have other engagements, and I understand that. Donate a ticket to someone else that you think will really benefit from it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate that too.
That is a wonderful, great idea. And that's something that you can definitely do. Share the gift of knowledge.
Yes.
That'll take you longer than any Louis Vuitton bag. Share the gift of knowledge.
Yes, absolutely. So we appreciate it. We want, come one, come all.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, the Spring Valley Country Club can hold you all.
Yes, and it's very accommodating and very beautiful. The ambiance is amazing. I'm telling you, it's an experience. That's a good place to go for a date. I'm trying to tell you. That's a great place.
Yes.
So, Robin, thank you so much for
having me.
Yeah, Multi-Fair Studios said, "Yep, they was in the building too." They're like, "That's a great place." All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Robin, if you have anything else you would like to say, like anything else that you're doing in the community that you want to drive them to, just let them know. But I want to personally thank you for taking some time to be a featured guest on our show. And again, thank you for being the bright spot of South Carolina, okay?
Thank you so very much. And like I said, if there's anything that I can do for anyone, you can reach me through the number that was given, or, she'll give you my email, the young lady, because of the fact that really we're about helping our community. This is why I do what I do. It's not just doing events. It's however I can help to better enrich our community. And that's why I like doing the Feeding the Homeless on Tuesdays. But other things, if you have events that I can be of service to, let me know, because I'm here to be a servant. I'm not here to just be here and fill a space, but to serve while I can. Let the life I live speak for me. And I would like a life of helping and encouraging people along this journey of life.
And she is a woman of her word. What she say, that's what she mean. And and it's continuous. It's consistent, just like the water in the river. It's consistent. You know it's going to happen.
Yes.
So for those of you who would like to be a featured guest, just like Robin here, and to share whatever it is that you're doing in the community, just go to ctrmedianetwork.com and click on the logo that have my face, the Tina Ramsey Show. And we can get you on here because we love to share positivity and impactful messages and people so that you can know and have hope again. Okay. So many people lost their hope, and we want you to regain your hope, to know that it's still good people in the world. It's still good things happening, and you can be a part of it. So Robin, thank you so much for being here on today.
Thank you. And you all have a wonderful, blessed, and good night.
All right. So bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive, impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.